I love adaptogens, and I know I'm not alone. There are so many people out there who are looking for herbal adaptogens to help with stress, with sleep, with energy. They really are an amazing class of herbal medicine, and I use them a lot with clients. But if you don't know how to match the right herb with your unique energetics and mind body constitution and patterns of imbalance, you can actually make yourself feel worse by using the wrong adaptogen. So let's talk about that today. I'm Michelle. I'm a clinical herbalist, a functional nutrition practitioner, and in addition to working with clients, I also train other holistic professionals and aspiring herbalists in how to use botanical medicine effectively. And as I said, adaptogens are often one of the main herbal actions that I use to support my clients because I work with a lot of people who are dealing with stress and sleep problems and fatigue and chronic health issues. And adaptogens help our bodies adapt to stress, right? They help to regulate our HPA axis response to stress. So, regulating our stress hormones like cortisol. And they also play a role in enhancing mitochondrial function, or just our ability to make energy at the cellular level, which is a really important aspect of approaching any kind of chronic health pattern. But if you don't use the right adaptogen, you can actually make yourself or your client feel much worse. And that's because each herb has its own unique energetics, right? It can be calming and grounding, or it can be stimulating and energizing. It can be warming or cooling. And when you understand the energetics of the herb, and then you match that with the energetic pattern of the person that you're working with, again, whether that's yourself or you work with clients, then you're going to get the right results. Let me give you an example. I have a client I've been working with for a while, and she decided she wanted to try some ashwagandha recently. So she was telling me that she had tried bringing in some ashwagandha into her routine, and she ended up feeling much worse. She felt really down and depressed and sluggish, and kind of found herself kind of in tears at different times. And she noticed that was a pattern when she had tried ashwagandha in the past as well, that happened. So she wanted to understand what was going on and why she actually felt worse when ashwagandha is supposed to be this wonderful, lovely adaptogen for energy and mood and anxiety. Well, energetically, this was very much the wrong herb for her. She is in more of a pattern of a depression, or what we might call a chronic freeze pattern, from that nervous system type of approach that I use in my practice. Understanding the unique pattern of her nervous system, I knew that ashwagandha was going to be too heavy, too sedating, a little bit too calming and grounding for her because she was already in that kind of a pattern energetically, and it was just kind of more depressing for her. She needed something a little more stimulating and energizing. So I had her bring in some different adaptogens that worked really well with her energetic pattern and helped her get some energy during the day, sleep better at night. And that's exactly what we're looking for when we match the right pattern of our adaptogens with the person that we're working with, right? And so all traditional herbal systems like Ayurveda or traditional Chinese medicine are actually rooted in this concept of understanding energetics. How is that pattern of the herb impacting the pattern that's showing up in the client? So if you want to know how to use adaptogens correctly, one thing you can do is check in and ask, am I really tired and depleted and exhausted? Like, can't get off the couch in the morning, can't seem to even find the energy to sleep, because we do need energy to sleep, and always feeling kind of down and depressed. That's a different energetic pattern than someone who might say they feel more wired and tired or anxious or kind of overstimulated. That person needs more grounding. They actually would be a person who would do really well with ashwagandha in most cases. So when we understand again, the energetic pattern of the herbs we're working with and the person that we're treating, that's where we will get the right herbs for the right person and get those results we're looking for. So again, for my client who found ashwagandha was a little too um, grounding and depressing for her, if you will, we used some more stimulating herbs. I found that cordyceps, for one, was a little bit more of an energizing herb for her. That works really well. So this is where there's a little bit of the art of the practice in using herbal medicine and knowing how to understand the person you're working with, their unique energetic patterns, and then understanding the energetics of herbs. And that's really what I teach inside of my botanical mastery program and my free guide, which I want to share with you as well. You can download that below. In that guide, I want to show you how to master the three core principles of working with herbal medicine, and energetics is just one of them. And when you know those three principles of mastering herbal medicine, you'll be able to get the results for your clients or for yourself that you're really looking for. So make sure you download that guide and check that out. And make sure you're tuning into the patterns that are showing up in your body, in your nervous system, so you know energetically what herbs are going to work best for you.